We're live.
We're live. What's up?
Great.
What
What's up,
is up? What a
dude?
night, Nick.
I know. What a
I
night.
can't believe you took today off and you're
No days off.
enjoying your love of your life. Me as well. We got home, but the market's still cooking on fire. Pretty incredible to see the action there. But what up to everyone in the chat? JF Space Native, Jacques Maguette. We got Tig Old Biddies up in here and
Oh, really?
B32SR, big old Tig Old Biddies. But this has been pretty awesome, you guys. We'll make sure, give us a +1 in the chat if you can hear us. Make sure our comms work good. But we have a good looking crypto market right now. Let's take a look. This is just the crypto bubble overscope. I do kind of like
Oh,
this
wow.
thing. You see stacks. Look at that. Look at that stacks. Just absolutely thick with it. 26% SEI and Mina. Nick, it's been nice to see Mina coming alive. We were, I know Justin and DZ and Taco really loved that guy. I think his name is Bob. Just some guy named Bob that was super intelligent talking about Mina a very long time ago. Matic, am I? I was really liking talking to Josh this morning about how Matic is kind of in an opportunity zone. I almost feel like kind of slept on a little extra hard. It was like one of the altcoins that did really good when the bear market began. It held up better than most things. So
yeah.
Seeing this massive pump, I'll see if I can share this particular screen here. Stop sharing, and then I'll go to, we got the new system, so we're setting it up here, but
it's already kind of a lot better. Like I can already feel more confident.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Our sound is working. Everything's great.
Yeah.
So this is something that is on my mind is this, strength that it showed. Maybe I'll pull it up on TradingView, but essentially you can see that when we had the big cascading fall right there, and then it really retraced hard. It fell down to like 34 cents at the worst of the bear market. And then it really kind of held up pretty dang well. It went up to $1.50, and now it's sitting at 88 cents. And me personally, I need to get some more Matic. I have a small amount of Matic, but I was barely able to get a good spot on Render. Render was another project that I really had to be patient for to get it within the $3 range. I know you've been bullish about it for over a year. So, I know that you're looking pretty good on this thing. What is your opinion, on Render? I think this project a lot better than most, and a lot of reasoning for the use case of it. Like, it's about to break its basic all-time high. Oh, actually, no, it's not almost to its all-time high. $7.50. So,
yeah. I've been accumulating Render for over a year now. And it's a distributed rendering AI protocol. It's definitely more in like the computer graphic imagery side of things than like AI itself. It's more for like Hollywood productions. It's more for like creation of 3D models for different types of manufacturing or whatever. So it's definitely 3D based. It has a lot of use cases, which is one of the best things about finding a crypto project early is if it has a easily describable use case,
right?
You've already got the fundamentals kind of worked out. So, but I knew the backing of it was really good. JJ Abrams is one of the backers. He's one of the early investors in it. And I saw it in late 2022, and I'm like, okay, this thing is going to be absolutely massive. So I was picking it up around 45 cents or so. And they have nodes now, which you can get rewards now. So there's a bunch of the supply has now been sucked out. It's illiquid. A lot of the supply is already out. 70% of it is already out. So it's pretty great. I am, to full disclosure, I'm kind of butthurt at the whole Render team right now, just because I've been trying to migrate my damn ETH
Oh
render
no.
tokens for like the better part of 2 weeks, and they won't freaking work.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they changed networks from Ethereum to Solana, which makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense for what they're using it for. But I'm trying to get the Solana render token, and they're just the bridge is just a shit show. So I'm
Mm.
upset about that. But overall, I'm very bullish on the project. I think it's definitely going to surpass its previous all-time high, which was nerfed, and it's going to be one of those things that is going to be in the top 15
Yeah.
uh, as we move forward.
I mean, it's at 100 or no, where's the actual market cap? It's at max supply. We got fully diluted market cap at 2.6 billion.
Yeah.
So kind of like an overstated level of current market cap. If it's in the
Yeah.
top 15, I mean, at this point, this thing is a minnow. I really am having to basically kind of restructure my expectations for what even the top 20 will be. And like render, I'm glad I got a little bit of it, but I need to get more. I'm feeling the FOMO on render and Matic right now. Matic just because it's behind the rest of the pump essentially. But I mean that's just what I'm seeing there. There's something I really thought was pretty cool. I'll kill that screen and then I'll open up a new one. This is from Matthew Schultz, Clean Spark here in Georgia,
Oh
with
yeah.
the really great guys. Matthew Schultz talking about kind of the time frame that we're in right now with Bitcoin. Obviously, the graphs and the spider line's great, but really where are we at? This is it hit right to home. I can't sleep at night. None of us know how much time we have left, at least relating to our own time on planet Earth. I know that my relationship with Bitcoin plays a massive role in the amount of quality time that I have left, and left with my family and my friends. This line right here hit me really hard because, the whole process, or like my journey in crypto, it's always been about taking control of my time and, like finding that power, basically, through crypto and empowering myself. So I'm not this rat in a wheel that's stuck on this mortgage race that I may die and hand this, debt over to my children. And so, in light of all the chaos and the crazy stuff going on in the world right now, seeing that message, the quality time, the amount of quality time, that's what it really hit me hard. And that's the chance that we have right now, is to take control of that future. And he goes on to say, I know because it's my job, that's the old adage, buy land, they aren't making any more. It's true. However, land is an entirely different value proposition than Bitcoin, which after 21 million, they aren't making any more either. And me, I've always, been a huge land lover. I used to hire for construction, and I saw the labor pool diminishing. The average construction person is 50 years old right now.
That's amazing.
We've spit on these trades in the larger sense of our media for so long that people just don't feel like doing the job. There's not manpower. No. They think that they're going to automate everything, and then they get to a 60-degree angle on the side of a rock hill and try to automate that construction process. I dare you. You know what I mean? So it's been quite a thing thinking about that. That's the whole goal here. I try to really drive home is get land with this. Don't try to live inside a Bitcoin. If you can purchase land outright, my God, people, let's take control right now. So
yeah,
that hit me
let's
hard.
just be perfectly clear. When you're buying land, you are essentially still leasing it from the government.
I know the tax thing, we need to start looking into patents. I've seen some potentials of patents that we can put on land.
Well, mineral rights is one thing you definitely want to try and get. And that's we're going our way on crypto. Let's get back to crypto real quick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
About land for a while.
I know. Just the goals, the mindset, and Beam we need to be paying a lot of attention to.
Are we a Beam channel now? Is that what's happening?
I think we might. No, I'm kidding. We're not gonna be a Beam specific channel, but I am, Beam, seeing it rise while like Bitcoin would have a little bit of struggle, and Beam was right up there in the feisty cryptos that was really punching upwards, even during a little bit of trouble for Bitcoin over the past few months here. Let's see if I can go to this screen. Here we go.
Edward Middleton says, I love this land talk. Well, guess what, buddy? We're going to be having the spicy stream after this on Rumble.
Yes.
We talked about all sorts of stuff. that we can't talk about on YouTube. So we're going to
Right.
be wrapping up this crypto discussion in probably the next 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to switch over solely to Rumble. And if you want to get cray, join us there.
Well, that's that. You know, this is a large conversation we're having right now. We're
Mhm.
talking about how to make it into positions of power for what is coming. So this is Beam, up 53% on the month, showing right now. It's at a $1.5 billion market cap, fully diluted at 1.8 bill.
Yep.
This is the no F's given type pattern that I'm talking about with this. You know, I mean, this is an absolutely beautiful chart
It's
setup.
very healthy volume.
Yeah,
Healthy
volume. You know,
what is the volume actually?
Let's see here. So 24-hour is down 14%. It's at 64 million.
64 million. That's great.
That's insane.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So, and this is like, in essence, this is part of a larger group of cryptos. I feel like are the new guard. Like I've seen SEI. SEI is another one. Yes, and here's
I know I'm
stacks.
butthurt about that because I was rubbing it in Justin Williams' face. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy some Say. I'm gonna buy some Say, and this was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and of course I did not.
Absolutely, man. And what, you know, to be fair, Nick, we talk about a lot of the best projects in crypto, so we're gonna miss a lot too. But you know, as long as we're focusing, like for me, like I'm a heavy mover, you know. So you know, after I feel really strongly about a project, I like to move large chunks towards it. These ones are just building a lot of confidence. We see stacks, this layer 2 narrative on Bitcoin. Say this new project, this came out of nowhere, Dimension from the top rope. And here's something interesting Hannah gave me insight on, is that the Pudgy Penguin holders were airdropped DYM. I think I saw a post where one guy had just one Pudgy Penguin, right? And he was airdropped. That's worth $25,000 worth of DYM at this point. So that liquidity is going places, right? I think that liquidity is actually at a good chunk of it's going to stay within Pudgy Penguins and keep driving those prices up. Pudgy Penguins might dethrone Bored Ape Yacht Club. It's a a hefty thing.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point. It's funny. Like apes, there was the old adage in NFT world, "Don't fade Yuga." But that was back when Yuga was just putting out banger after banger after banger.
Right.
After the dumb like sewer sludge race, whatever the hell, you're like trying to get poop keys or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what have they done since?
I mean, that was
besides
a good
get
game.
Sued and be called racist. I don't know. And so
I know. That was a good game.
Yeah, I'm a little bearish on Yuga. Not because I want to be, but because I have to be, because the data is trending downward.
Yeah.
I think Say is great. It's in the Cosmos ecosystem, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or no, it's its own mainnet. It's difficult to buy in the United States. I will say that. So
yeah,
it's annoying.
Immutable X, IMX, another one that has been well alive.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, and here's Mantle, right? Mantle. This is another one of those Ethereum DeFi deep picks. We've been talking about it for a very long time.
Yeah,
showing a lot of health. So
yeah, I mean, here's my problem, Drew.
Yeah,
we're looking at all these guys that are pumping, right? We're looking at Immutable X, IMX, Cosmos, whatever. These guys are really only going to do another 20x
potentially. Yeah.
If we're going to get serious, if we want like 50xers, you got to get outside of the top 100.
Yes, that's the next. I mean, that's the next step for me. It's a top up on. I need to top up more on Celestia token. Like I don't think I have enough Celestia. Regardless, even if I
but that's a top 25 coin though. Like I'm talking, you got to get into like, Arweave, the Superverse, Zeta Chain, these new hot, sexy things that just came out that are like 122, 125 on
Let's look at Zeta
right now.
Yeah, let's go to. I want to pull up Zeta here real quick.
Alt layer.
Here's Zeta Chain yearly on it. Let's check it out. Very healthy. Oh my god, this is disgusting. It's within the month. This is hot.
Yeah,
this is hot off the press. So we're coming out from the top ropes. $500 million market cap.
Oh,
that's still within the millions. Yeah, $565 million market cap. Circulating supply at 11% right now. So if you just calculate in coin perspective or whatever you're using. Let's go by the fully diluted $5 billion is what that fully diluted sits at. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Zeta came out of nowhere. Now a lot of people are talking about it. It hasn't really mooned. It launched at like 81 cents. It's only at $2.30 right now. So
what is it? Edward Middleton. I don't know. Dirty Dan says Flux and Cadena for low caps. No.
Cadena?
That's a hard no for both. And I like both of those projects. That's a hard no.
You're
the Nictator. One I am looking at here is let me try and share my screen.
Ooh.
Which I'm getting some mega lag right now. But
yeah, it's all right. I can still hear you live time. And the chat's coming in live time, so we're good to go there.
Okay. Let's see if I can share my screen here. I think this is one of those things where I should have restarted my computer. Share screen, window. Okay.
Got this. Ooh, I see it.
Here
it is.
Okay, so core.
Ooh.
I'm looking at core. Okay.
$458
million market cap, 123. Pretty healthy volume, $7 million volume. Not great volume, but not bad volume. It's still there.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the yearly, flat. Flat as a board. It hasn't even pumped yet. Okay.
They got 2 million followers on their Twitter account.
I know.
As well.
So I'm looking at core. And then there's an oldie but a goodie, Cello. Cello's been around for a hot minute. It's $403 million market cap. It was a darling in previous bull runs.
I remember. It had a good moment.
My computer's absolutely chugging right now. So if we look at the yearly, come on, it's just been a lot of chop. Okay.
Yeah.
$28 million in volume. Circulating supply is kind of meh because this is more of like an XRP kind of. I know the Cello people are gonna be like, what? No, it's more of like an XRP. But yeah, so Cello is something that I'm looking at. They've been around forever, have giant institutional money. It rides on Ethereum. So yeah, these are some of the people that are behind it. So Kickstarter, oddly enough.
Yeah.
So
Uniswap.
Yeah. And then what else am I comfortable talking about? If people can peep that, you can see what else I'm looking at, but I'm not really going to share that at this point. So I'll stop screen sharing for the moment. But that's what I'm looking at. I am very happy to see. I don't know if you saw the thing that Rand put out. Where
no.
He called out Alephium as a 100xer.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Where is
your boy
Nick?
At? Where is Alephium at? It's down. It's like in the upper 200s.
Yeah, it's well, it's $2.64 right now.
Yes.
Here, I'll punch this on. Let's see here. At stage. Look at this. Look at us go. Alephium, I mean, definitely up from when were you mining it in this range, or did we just catch on? Because I remember you were mining it before. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is $187 million market cap. This is extremely movable still.
It's extremely movable. My bags are packed. I kind of went all in on mining it. This is still mineable coin.
Yeah. I was actually right next to your Alephium miner when I was working out today.
Yeah.
So I realized, they were keeping me warm.
Yeah. So this is one of those, like, if you put in, don't put in your rent money or anything stupid like that. But if you're putting in $1,000, this has that 1,000 or 100x potential. Just because it's a layer one that works really, really, really well.
Yeah. And isn't it still proof of work?
It is proof of work. Yeah.
I think literally just the proof of work narrative is coming back and it's going to be hot, man. They're going to give up on this whole, attacking proof of work coins.
Yeah.
They're going to run out of energy and bandwidth for it. Their ESG investments are crushing them. Yep. They can't hold on to that forever. So, just an incredible time to be in crypto. If you are in crypto right now, you are here at the time where things are about to get fun. I know that,
Oh yeah,
I mean, the pump to 52, it feels great. We broke $1 trillion market cap.
love it.
We peaked out last bull market cycle at 1.3 trillion in Bitcoin. We're already almost to that. And the best metric, the strongest metric, that I'm feeling like I'm seeing right now is that the Google search trends for retail are in the gutter. And
really still
the gutter. And
that's amazing.
And I compared it to Taylor Swift. You've compared this thing to the things that are being shown in front of everyone. And this Taylor Swift, just vertical, parabolic, looks like a meme coin. People can't get enough of it, and they don't even know. I mean, BlackRock owns 100,000 Bitcoin now. BlackRock in 30 days. That's a fast uptick. And I think we're even going to see more viral clips from Larry Fink. He just cannot stop talking about this stuff at all these different conferences he's going to. And they're seeing that put them back in the black, in comparison to all those unrealized losses that I'm all showing, about Citigroup and Charles Schwab Bank, all their BTF problems, or it's not BTFP, it's FHLB rating loans. So basically,
what does that stand for?
It's like, God, you're gonna have to look it up. I used to know it.
Federal Home Loan Bank.
Federal Home Loan Bank. Yeah, it's basically the percentage that they have due to the Federal Home Loan Bank compared to how much they make. And seeing BlackRock just lean into this, it makes me just insanely bullish for Bitcoin. But there's a lot more to come. You're in the right time. Now it's going to be time to look for the fastest horses in the race. We got to look at the ones that are jumping the hottest and fastest off the start line now, because marketing matters when the bull market comes, retail.
And that's the thing, dude. Like, people say price is what people watch, or sorry, what's the old adage here in crypto influencers? It's like, it's all about price. Well, no, it's all about fundamentals, because fundamentals drives the narrative, and the narrative drives the price.
Right. Absolutely.
Just like with any stock. Okay. Just like with any commodity, right? That's what drives the price, is the people's. There's a great saying by Crystal Ball from Breaking Points, which is a great show.
Yeah.
She said, the stock market is a graph of rich people's feelings.
Exactly.
And crypto is no different.
It's exactly the same. Like, the tech companies were not worth all of those billions and billions of dollars, right? They're not pulling that much in. It was the prospect of their future and this digital, existence.
So the ones with the best narrative, the ones with the best fundamentals that drive a good narrative, those are the ones that are going to pump. So you're going to see stuff like Beam and Render and whatever else, Celestia, modular blockchains. All those are cool and new, and they have something interesting to talk about. Whereas you compare something like XRP, it's like, what the hell? XRP hung their hat on the ISO 20022.
Yeah.
And that ended up being like a wet fart, and it went nowhere, because the feds were like, why are we going to use XRPL when we can just make our own, like, just fork it and you make our own?
Right.
Thanks. And that's exactly what they did. And so XRP is going to go nowhere. Sorry.
It's hard to accept. It's hard to accept. And like,
to accept, but look, you cannot be locked. You cannot be an idiot and expect to make money. Like, when new data presents itself, you must consider the new data and then process it and then act accordingly. If you're just going to be like tribalistic about it and locked in, then you're
going to get wrecked.
You're going to get wrecked. Like, guys, if I'm just going to say this right now. I'm going to pick up my microphone. If you're sitting on a bag of XRP, waiting and hoping it's going to go to like $12 or $20, it's not going to happen. You need to sell that dumb shit and buy some real fucking crypto. Okay?
It's true. It's true.
This is your public service announcement. My God.
Oh my God. I mean, they got 3% today. You got a 3% escape pump. Maybe it'll hit 60 cents before it goes nowhere else after that. But I got a lot of stuff we need to talk about. We got a video from a sheriff warning the entire United States, and a stark reminder of all the things that me and you covered.
We got to talk about this.
We have to talk about it.
Real quick though, someone had a great question. Let me
Yeah.
scroll back up. Mark South said, one more big dump before the halving, or are all the big dumps been flushed? Historically, we're supposed to get a face, like we're supposed to get curb stomped with a correction, like a 60% correction.
Right.
Historically, that's what is supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way this is trending right now, and by the way, before we go to the Rumble stream, I got to make myself a white Russian, so I'm going to have a little bit of a pause here. But I think historically, the Bitcoin has had its all-time high a year after the halving. I think it's going to be sooner.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the correction after the halving is not going to be as bad as it normally is. I think we may get like a 30% pull down, and then we'll stair step our way back up to another all-time high. I just think the timeline is very much accelerated now. Yeah. Just with the rapidity of retail, or excuse me, of institutions buying in as much as they are. The retail FOMO is going to be even more violent. So yeah, if you think you're going to be able to take like 2 weeks off or something like that and not miss you could miss the top in 4 hours, which everyone's going to miss the top. So don't try to sell the top, be laddering, be taking profits on the way up. If you're in 50% profit right now on something, there's no shame in taking profit. No shame in taking profit. But yeah, do you think, are you agreeing that we're not going to get as bad as of a pull down after the halving?
100% agree with you. You took the words right out of my mouth. And that, because it's more money in the market. These institutions are much larger. They don't hold and sell very quickly. Oftentimes they have investment, plans or contracts, like different times of time frames that they have to hold the assets for. So no, I'm thinking like 30% actually was like kind of exactly what I was thinking.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I was looking at the last crash. It was 70% down to the bottom of the COVID wick, but I don't think we're going to get a COVID type wick again. That was a very fresh new scare tactic that had people beating each other up over toilet paper. I think people are kind of done with it. They don't really care anymore. 4 wars are going on and everyone's desensitized to it. So I don't think that's going to happen, but I am looking out for like 30%, because if you discount that COVID wick, it went down 50%, right? I think we have a lot more money and a lot different of players that are now in the market. So that's kind of change the dynamic and the organism that is the 4-year cycle. It's change.
Before we go, let's shout out Alexander with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you so much, dude. Top 3 coins to 10x in the top 100. Go. Okay, so 10xers. I think Render for sure.
Yeah.
Celestia for sure. And now we can kind of get into the I want to go into more of like the 15xers. I'm looking at something like Pyth. That's 84. What else? Honestly, Bonk. And then, what else is there? Phantom, I think, is still around and has the synthetics. I mean, synthetics is great because it's essentially like the OG real world asset synthetic asset, but they're going to find a place. So those are my 3 that I think are pretty solid for 10x's. What about you?
I think you're going to get a 10x out of ICP at this level. I think 125 to 150 bucks is not unreasonable for ICP. I think Constellation DAG is going to melt people's face just for a short amount of time. I think the DAG, direct to cyclic graph type narrative is going to take over for a bit once everyone realizes they're actually encrypting data for the government. They're like, wow, that's pretty crazy. It's actually being used. So I think that one, and 10x, I think Lynx is able to 10x from here. I feel that Link is capable of hitting 300 to 330 bucks.
I know that's crazy talk, but I love it. I love that you say that.
Yeah. So, it's the way I feel. It makes most sense to me. The pipe for all this AI data
I know.
and all this crazy stuff that we're putting together in crypto. The data road has to be built first. And, you know, I'm a hillbilly. I think in layers like that. So, you know, that's where that is. But let's, you know, I'm going to share this link to our Rumble account.
To the Rumble. Yeah.
One more time here. We're about to punch over there. I hope you guys are doing well. You're positioned well, because, you know, there's a lot of stuff we got to be getting prepared for. So I'm going to go ahead and end the YouTube stream. If you are in the chat, click that link I just dropped to you for Rumble. We're going to kill this. This is all R&D, so we might kill everything. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and send it. I love every single one of you that showed out, paying attention to the crypto markets. This is how legends are made, you guys. So we are positioned correctly. Stay focused. We're going to talk about some pretty hectic stuff that we'll get attacked by YouTube for talking about if we do. So until next time, we'll see you tomorrow, and take care.